we have it. Pecan pie in the Dutch oven, cooked over coals. Firewood, not briquettes. So since it's right before Thanksgiving, I thought today we would have a little bit of fun and cook a pecan pie in a Dutch oven on coals. So we're gonna get this fire started. It needs to cook down. It takes about an hour to start getting coals. But once this is about halfway cooked down, we're gonna start another fire right here behind it. Because with the pecan pie, you don't wanna cook it too hot because then you're gonna burn your crust and the inside's not gonna get done. So we're gonna try to keep our temperature just a little bit lower than normal. And to do that, we're gonna need just a little more coals than we normally do. Gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let Finn get this fire started for me, and then we're gonna go and start cooking. Come on, buddy. Show me those skills for stuff fire making. That.
Oh, there's no fire by me. I want fire.
Yeah, as soon as I get more wood on there, it'll get going better. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh my goodness.
I have lots of wood for pecan pie. Fire feels good.
I want to move because I might spill this.
One. This one's cooked down really nice, and then we got our second fire going back here. This one is really ready to cook on now. We can just move these bigger logs over to the other fire. So we're gonna go ahead inside, make our pie, and then come back here and get it going. This is a recipe that I got out of my grandmother's cookbook, so I have no idea where it come from. This is what we're gonna use with Karo syrup. I did have to search in the very, very back corner of my tallest shelf to find it, but I did find Karo syrup. All right, got it?
Yep.
We need a cup of syrup.
Oh my goodness, that's a cup of syrup right there.
Let's measure it.
How
Get
much is
some.
that? Uh-oh.
Might not be enough. Woo.
It might be.
Okay, there's one. There's, put that in there. Let's we can.
That's 1/4.
It's 3/4. Man,
Oh my god, it's gonna be close.
we're gonna make it.
Yeah, we'll make it.
Hold it. So the only thing I ever use corn syrup on is making a pecan pie,
Or
and so one bottle will last me 2 years.
yeah, yay, we made it. It's all of it.
There you go. That's it. So dump that in really
That's
good.
a lot of Karo syrup.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We'll go to this one.
Really supposed to be this much Karo syrup in it?
I've made this recipe for 25 years. Yes.
It doesn't taste like anything. Karo syrup doesn't.
Oh. All right, we're adding our okay. Adding some salt and some sugar, and we're gonna add 3 eggs.
Looks very strange. Look at it. It looks like sugary
Yeah,
syrup.
that's what it is. Sugary syrup.
Looks like you put a bunch of sugar in the syrup.
Actually, gonna put.
4 eggs in
We're
it?
gonna put 4 eggs in these because these are like the tiniest little eggs I have ever seen at the store, anyways. So, all
This is so
right,
sugary.
so mix that up really good.
Pop them first. Pop.
Where's the rest of the butter that you didn't use?
In the fridge.
I just want to make sure you use the right amount. Let's have a little bit of lesson in reading a butter stick. You used the wrong end of the butter. From here to here is 1/3 of a cup. You just used 2 little tablespoons, which is why it looks like that. So let's melt some more butter and put it in there. I knew that did not look right. Like that. So you just did, you start from here, start, and then you go this way. So you just use 2.5 sticks. You did
So
use.
how much do
You need
now?
4.5 more tablespoons of butter. Jeez. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. All All right, so put it in here. And let's melt this.
You melt it.
I knew that did not look right at all. Okay.
I'm like, this isn't very much butter.
No. It will all melt, but you're supposed to, it's supposed to have more butter. So let's wait till the rest of the butter comes out, and then we'll add our pecans. Child, man.
I think that should be.
This is another one of my wooden, it's not a wooden spoon, it's a wooden scraper that Finn made me for doing my sourdough jar, which is perfect for sourdough, but we're using it as a spoon today.
Think it's done?
Now we're gonna add the correct amount of butter that we need. So let's stir it so we don't cook our egg when you pour it in. Very good.
Whoopsies.
I don't feel like I have enough here. Chopped. Pretty sure I don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't have enough either.
Okay, so dump those. Plus all these. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and roll our pie crust out. We made the pie crust on the last video. I'll make sure I put a link to that. I'm gonna be cooking this in the Dutch oven, and so I'm gonna be using a stainless steel pie plate. You don't wanna use anything with, you know, the non-stick stuff because it's gonna be on a high temperature and you could bake it off. So stainless steel is what we're using. Smear that out. Alright, so go ahead and roll that out really good, big enough to go over the edges so we can roll it up and have a crust, okay?
Okay. I'll try not to make it into a heart again.
Yeah, don't make hearts. No heart-shaped.
Oh, God. See, I'm not cheap.
Okay, let me take over here. Okay. So go this way. See, so look, when you're making a pie crust, watch for the thick area. See how thick it is here compared to how thin it is here? So work on either pulling this way. Nope, don't do it that way. You can't. So pull it this way or pull it this way. So go toward the thick areas.
I think this is too thin.
Okay.
I'm doing it all wrong.
So push it in. Lift it. Push it in.
No. See, it's fine. Oh my goodness, look how much I could eat.
My goodness.
I'm kidding, I'm not gonna eat all that. I'll be sick if I do.
Okay, I'm gonna take a fork and just poke holes all on the bottom so it doesn't swell up too much and get bubbles in it. Normally when you're making a pecan pie, you're gonna put your filling in here and then stick it in the oven. But when you're using a Dutch oven, you're not gonna do that because when you're trying to get this inside your Dutch oven, you're gonna spill it everywhere. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna take the pie crust and the filling out separately, and then we're gonna go ahead and heat our Dutch oven up. We're gonna put the pie crust inside the Dutch oven, and then we're gonna pour our filling into it, put the lid on it, and then cook it for a while. Right, ready? Let's go ahead and get all this stuff, plus my coffee, and let's go out and get cooking.
I don't like coffee. It's gross.
All right. We got some good coals here, so we're gonna go ahead and start heating our Dutch oven up. And so when you heat your Dutch oven up, you want it to be really hot, and so we're gonna put more coals down here just to heat the Dutch oven up than we are when we actually cook the pie. All right, so and then inside here I have my trivet or wire rack. And we're gonna go ahead and let that heat up. All right, this is ready to go, so we're gonna go ahead and start getting our pie in here. Cedar, do not start digging right here.
He's tearing that apart.
Okay, it's nice and warm in here. All right, so we're gonna put our pie crust in here first. Yeah, and then we're gonna pour our filling in.
side.
Yep, give it a good stir and try not to spill this in the bottom of your Dutch oven because it will burn.
Stop it.
All right,
That is close.
close.
I'm gonna put that lid on.
Go ahead and put this back on top. Now we're gonna let that cook for the next hour. You're gonna be checking it, and we're gonna be turning this every 10 minutes, just because if there's coals, with those coals on the bottom, you don't want one hot spot cooking the entire time. And so every 10 minutes, we're just gonna give it like a quarter of a turn so that if there is a hot spot, that it's moving the whole time. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take a peek at this, see how it's doing. When you open this, be careful so you don't drop coals on top of your pie. Pie is looking good here. Temperature-wise, it's going good. So we're just going to put the lid back on it and then give it its first turn. It's been cooking for about 15 minutes. Give it a quarter turn. Just want to make sure my coals on top don't feel very hot anymore. So we're gonna take these coals off and add new coals to the top. So the easiest thing for me to do when I am switching out coals is just to use tongs, and I have these like Lodge really thick gloves, and so I can just take these off and just grab into the fire with the tongs and put new ones on. And I just put these back in here to warm back up, and we can reuse them. So I'm using Doug fir for my firewood here, and when it burns down, the coals don't really hold heat like hardwood coals do, and so I'm having to replace mine more often. But if you're using a hardwood, then you might not have to replace your coals as often as I'm having to do mine. All right, we got heat again. Ashes on pie. That's good.
Finally got a hook.
Okay, I can't see anything. See if it's done or not. Nope, not done yet though. Oh, smoke's killing me.
Oh my gosh, it's not that bad.
This is getting close to being done. It did boil over to the bottom, so all the smoke coming out of here is burning onto the bottom of the Dutch oven, but the pie's fine. And I will say that we don't like our pecan pie completely cooked in the middle. We kind of like it gooey, so about 15 minutes and then it'll be ready. Get up.
I got these chairs for me and Dad, not you. Not you.
There's 3.
Those chairs for whoever's duck hunting, and apparently that ain't gonna be you.
Because you don't like it. It's raining.
Oh, you're the one who's a sissy about. Oh, I wanna be in good weather hunting.
But who also shucked their jacket when we were duck hunting and went with no jacket so you could be warm. And no hat because it was the wrong color. Couldn't even wear my rain jacket because it was the wrong color. I don't think I'm going to share this pecan pie with you.
No, so you can eat that whole thing?
No.
I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
Dad will.
I'm gonna eat half of it for breakfast in the morning.
All right, let's check it out. Look at that.
Is it done?
I think it's good.
I hear the gooses.
Yep. All right, so this is done. It's taken about an hour and 10-ish minutes. We're gonna go ahead and pull it out. Pecan pies, they never look quite done when you cook them, but once it sets, you know, it just kind of all that filling kind of settles and then it just kind of packs down. But I don't want to overcook it and be hard because like I said, we like ours just a little bit gooey in the middle. So we're going to call this good and take it out. It's good. Look at that. Now we have it. Pecan pie in the Dutch oven, cooked over coals. Firewood, not briquettes. This has been sitting here for about 5 or 10 minutes and it's set up really nicely. It's not as gooey as it was. It's gonna be good.
Things that you need to take into consideration. Yeah.
This is a serious thing if you do not have the ability to make a pecan pie. All right, so why would you want to come out here and make pecan pie in the Dutch oven when you can just do it in your oven in your house? One, it's really a lot of fun just to sit out here around a fire and cook things like this. But two, your power goes out and you really want a pecan pie, you know how to make it. Or you know what, if the grid goes down, it's the apocalypse, you know how to make not only a pecan pie, but you'll be able to cook whatever you need in a Dutch oven.
We're gonna be the only ones eating pecan pie when the shit hits the fan.
Sierra wants a pecan pie. Yeah, he does. His little wet self. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay on the lookout for more videos like this. This is gonna be a frequent thing on my channel, is cooking with the Dutch oven. Get busy, learn to cook, and we'll see you on the next one. Now let's go eat this pie. So, I cannot believe I did this, but there's my pie. I dropped it.
There's like
Got pie straw in it.
what did you do? What did you do?
It's so good. Oh my God. That is better than a pie in the oven. It is like, has this smoky flavor to it. Oh man, it's so good.
I don't normally like pecan pie, but this is really good.
Mm-hmm. We're out of here. Pieless. Half a pieless, I guess, but we're out of here.
Shame on you.